And you're welcome back to MNS. Now, it's been a tough start to the month for both Derry and Dundalk, both clubs under financial pressure. I've seen staff having to take the now not so unusual pay cuts. Well, with both clubs in with a shout for a European place, they met at the Brandywell on Friday night. John Kenny reports.
Derry hadn't beaten Dundalk at the Brandywell for 12 years, and indeed it overcome Stephen Kenny's side twice this season. Both 1-0 wins for Sean Connor's side, one at Oriel and the other at the Brandywell. Derry, who suffered a shock home defeat to Galway midweek, were ahead though 3 minutes in. Barry Malloy's ball into Thomas Stewart, who rounded the keeper before scoring his 6th of the season. Derry had also taken the lead in the defeat to Galway, but they added to that early goal on the half hour. Paul McAreeby was dispossessed. Malloy was again the supplier, this time for Tam McManus, who made it 2-0 for the home side. And Peter Cherry less than impressed with his defence. Dundalk, who are still contention for a European place, created little in the opening 45, the best of Michael McGowan free for Doherty. Dundalk's disciplinary record has been poor this season. 9 sendings off, 7 in the league, before the trip to the Brandywell. Striker Alex Williams was initially booked by referee Thomas Connolly for a foul on defender Clive Delaney. However, whatever Williams said to Delaney incurred the referee's displeasure, and Dundalk were reduced to 10 when Williams got a red and was sent off. With Dundalk down to 10 men, Derry tried to press home their advantage in injury time. Thomas Stewart's cross was headed onto the crossbar by Gareth McGlynn before being cleared by Thomas Heary. From the corner, Delaney's header hit the post, before rebounding to Malloy, whose shot was deflected, and it remained 2-0 to Derry at the break. Liam Carney finally got back on the Derry side after a 3-month absence due to a broken leg, and he earned his side a penalty as he went down under Michael Daly's challenge, and the referee pointed to the spot. The replay though would suggest that the foul happened outside the box. Sub Mark Farron though saw his penalty brilliantly saved by Cherry diving away to his left. However, 3 minutes in time, Derry made the game safe. David Scullion got 2 attempts to cross the ball before crossing for the diminutive Carney, who scored with a close-range header. Needless to say, Carney was booked for taking off his shirt in celebration. 3-0 to Derry against the 10 men of Dundalk, and the Candy Stripes push for a European place back on track after that shock defeat to Galway.
It was obviously very important to bounce back from Tuesday night's disappointing defeat, so it was a great one for us, scoring 3 goals as well, so we're happy with that.
I haven't been happy, we've been too inconsistent overall, but the take 12 out of 15 shows an improvement in our form, and certainly 3 goals tonight, great.
And I'm disappointed because we lost. I don't like losing. And we came here still trying to push for Europe, and that's probably just maybe kicked that in the teeth. So we're disappointed. Our task was to stay in the division. We still have to make sure we do that.
Good win for Derry, Johnny, and especially I suppose after the midweek reverse against Galway.
Yeah, I was surprised that he got beaten by Galway. No disrespect to Galway, especially in the Brandywell, but it was important for them to bounce back. I think they've picked up 12 out of 15. So it's decent form overall. Stephen is saying there they have been a little bit inconsistent, but not in recent times. And if they can keep that going, for the next 9 games, if they can keep that going, let's see where it leaves them at the end of the season.
I suppose, they're not out of it. Yeah,
no.
It's a long shot, but at this stage, if they keep winning,
9 games to go, a lot of points to be played for. Bows have dropped points, Shamrock Rovers may drop points, so Cork City and Derry will not give up the chase, because on the back of that, there's also European spots to play for. So Derry will now go, if they can get it maybe 4 or 5 games where they get 3 or 4 wins out of that, that puts them almost back in the contention. But it's up to Shamrock Rovers and Bohemians to keep that gap there and leave the chase between the two of them.
What about Dundalk, Dave? Are they in a kind of bit of a no man's land now.
Well,
They're not in danger.
If you look at Williams there, you know, he left everybody down really, you know, but that kind of, he went for Delaney, he gave him a kick, he should have just, the referee came in and gave him a yellow card, should have just walked away and left it at that, but he had to come back and have another go, you know, and say something. The referee didn't like what he said and he showed him a straight red, so, you know, when you're pushing for Europe and you're trying to, you need all your best players on the pitch, like he's going to miss a couple of games because of that.
And do you think Europe is gone now? Is it a
well, I think so. I think, you know, from the start, Dundalk had a very poor start. Sean got them together. You know, they played very well in patches, but they're a bit inconsistent. And I think, you know, with the teams that are above them, I can't see them slipping up.
I think they'd 9 sending-offs, Con, this year, so it has to affect their place. You know, they seem to be safe, as you say, they're in no man's land. You know, they're out of the cup, so you know, maybe you should try and look to play the rest of the season out without getting anyone sent off. Because when they've their best team on the pitch, they played well.
They are safe enough, the middle of the table, but the problem you mentioned about the financial problems, they get good crowds in the Dundalk if they're doing well, and they want to keep as many people coming in right up to the end of the season. So they've got to get back and winning and winning and winning and try and raise as much revenue as they possibly can, and also prepare for next season in a really positive manner.
The one thing about that sending off for Williams, and I mean, I'm not condoning anything that he might have said, but you know, players say things to each other on the pitch all the time. They call each other names and they don't get sent off for it. I mean, why? Okay, he's been booked, but I mean, you know, why?
I never said anything.
What are you talking about? What is he talking about?
It looked a bit. You don't know what he said, but it looked, you know.
Look at snooker players.
Is he better off just to say in that situation, look, you've been booked, son, get away?
It depends on what he said, Con. It depends on what he said.
It does, but you have to say with Dundalk, like with Sean and the way they started, he wanted to say, look, we want commitment, we want you to go out there and you know, put in an honest effort. But you know, fellas, you know, you go over. It's like Deegan, you go over. You want to work hard and get your tackles and things like that. But like if you go over the top 10, and especially with a situation like that, you're leaving everybody down. You're leaving your teammates play with 10 men, and it's very important for the end of the season.
All right.